Everybody, it is Nicole. So here we are, trying to get back on track as I said in my previous videos, and I apologize for a bit of background noise. The central is going, which is nice for a change to have air conditioning in my house that works, and no more window air, and not having window air that doesn't work. Because if I don't know if you guys remember from my last place in Hawaii, we had window air, but one of the units did not work, and because the owner of our unit was such a cheapo, he would not replace the broken air conditioner in the master bedroom. He said that the reason why he wouldn't replace it is because we had ceiling fans. If that is not cheap, I don't know what is. Even though the unit was put up for rent with AC in the units. I could go into so many things as far as getting our deposit back and the nonsense that we went through with the property management company, and the nitpickiness as far as what they charged us for. I'll just give you like one perfect example. So, I get wear and tear, and I know you guys are like, what is the deal with the crack in the back here? It's because of the ground that the house is built on. It's really soft, so the house is like kind of uneven, so we have that. It's not a big deal. I'm fine with it. I just love the fact that we have 1,400 square feet. Anyway, so where was I? So when we moved out, if you guys remember, we hired a person to come in and clean and shampoo the carpet. We hired a company to do fumigation, as far as doing flea and ticks, because we had cats. And because I did a lot of research as far as pricing and stuff, I managed to find places that were fairly inexpensive. And so the company that did the flea and tick fumigation did a fantastic job. They keep sending me text messages and emails asking me if I can give them referrals. Unfortunately, I can't because I don't live there anymore. So, so there isn't, I could probably give him to my mom, but she has her own way of controlling all of that stuff. So anyway, and then the person that did the cleaning of the unit, she did a so-so job. And so, as you know, wear and tear is a normal thing, like with the paint, on like drawers, on the walls, stuff like that. And so when they did a walkthrough with us of the units in the kitchen, obviously there's wear and tear on the drawers for like where the utensils are. We have our I don't know if you guys have this, but we have a designated junk drawer where like we have like a couple of pairs of scissors. I have a gallon Ziploc bag full of like pens, highlighters, Sharpie markers. I have another Ziploc full of different size batteries, paper clips, alligator clips, stuff like that. Lightning cables for like my iPhones, all that stuff. And so, and then of course the cabinets for the dishes and all that stuff. So, and I'm sure you guys know that there are certain things that are owner responsibility, and then resident responsibility. Well, she said that, so I say she, as in the property management person who did the walkthrough, said that the touch-up stuff would be the owner responsibility to do this touch-up. Okay, fine, whatever. That was fine with us. So what ended up happening is they gave us a really hard time when we were signing the paperwork when she did the walkthrough, because she found a couple of things that were missed. And so actually, there were the things that she said we missed were some things that we could have easily like cleaned when we were there with her. And so we could have gotten all of her deposit back, but she refused to let us remedy the problem. So, and then we said, well, the person that we hired had something called a happiness guarantee. So if we weren't happy or pleased with the way things were done, we could call them back and they would come back and redo the cleaning. So I said that, that's what they had, and so that, we could have the person come back and clean the areas that needed to be re-cleaned. She said no. Yes, she said no. And so what ended up happening is I tried to get a hold of the property management company to find out what was going on, because I wanted to make sure, because this particular property management company is notorious for trying to keep all of the residents' deposits, regardless of how pristine they leave the unit when they move out. A lot of times, and this is what I've seen on Yelp, a lot of times residents who have lived in the units will leave the units in better condition than when they moved in. And that was the case with us. We left the unit in better condition than when we moved in. But they still decided that that was not good enough, despite the fact that I've shown you guys like the pictures and stuff. That like the touch-up paint, the very little touch-up paint that they needed to take care of, which was essentially just in the kitchen, cost them $50. $50 to do touch-up paint in the kitchen. And I took a look because she pointed out like where the touch-up paint needed to be. $50 to do touch-up paint in the kitchen, like with the drawers. And so what I did when we were in Seattle on our layover is I called the property management company, and they weren't available. And it wasn't because of the time difference. It was just because nobody was answering the phone. So I left a message for the person that did the walkthrough with us. And I told them, and it was on the 1st of August, and I told them because according to state law, they had 14 days to return whatever deposit that was due to us within 14 days. And so I put them on notice and said that these XYZ things that you deem necessary to have fixed, minus what our deposit was, should equal out to be approximately this much. And that because today is August 1st, this is day 1 of 14 days. And that we expect to have our deposit check in our mailbox by August 14th, give or take a day or two because of mail time. So, and if I do not see the check, with the approximate amount that it is, then I will be contacting our attorney. We didn't have an attorney, but I will be contacting our attorney, and we will be suing you guys because of the practices that they were doing, because we weren't the first person that they were doing it to. So anyway, that was our nonsense that we had to deal with as far as moving out. So anyway, that was that. Now, on to some fun things, and then I want to introduce myself because I took a look at my Ohana member count, and I think I am 4 members away from hitting 1,100 members to join the family, which makes me super happy. So, it makes me feel good in a time that I am not feeling so fantastic. So for those of you who don't know me, and I know we're like 10 minutes in, because I'm long-winded, you can probably ask anybody, especially Thriss, that I blab a lot. You can love it or hate it, but that's just who I am, and I refuse to change who I am. So, anyway, my name is Nicole. This is my channel, and I will continue to do this the way I want to do it because it is my channel, and I love my channel, and I like to do things my way. And you can love me or hate me, and these are the things that we talk about on this channel. So, first off, we talk about yarn, all kinds of yarn. Fun yarn, yucky yarn that I don't like. We talk about mystery boxes. We talk about new yarn. We talk about LYSs. We talk about hand-dyed yarn. I mean, anything. We also discuss new yarn shops, things that I've tried out, crochet hooks, all that stuff. My favorite thing out of all that stuff is mystery boxes. I love mystery boxes. And that mystery boxes are a way for me to find new yarns to introduce myself to, and then in turn to introduce you to. And I am the type of person where I buy the mystery boxes so that I can then turn around and give the content to you guys, whether it's by putting together my own mystery boxes with them or to give them as prizes in any sort of, like, I don't know, whatever, giveaways, milestones, like, you know, like if I hit my goal right now is 1,500 Ohana members, my podiversary, which was in July, my birthday extravaganza, which I really need to start picking up prizes for, because it is next week. It is, so I'm splitting it into two, the 24th and the 26th, because I want it to be where I don't want everybody to be overwhelmed. I don't want it to be like one long live stream where it's like 4 or 5 hours long. I like it to be shorter, where it's like an hour and a half or 2 hours, and then split it into two. And then I need to pick up some tickets so that for anybody who by choice decides to donate and give super stickers, super chats, whatever it is, and then you will get a ticket to win a prize. I'm gonna make these my plan is to make a fun basket full of all kinds of stuff, yarny and non-yarny stuff, for each live. And then so there's that. So, and then the other part of this channel is that we talk about difficult things. We talk about mental health, mental illness, self-care, and I like to make this channel a safe space for everybody to come and talk about those things without any judgment, without having to come in and feel like you're going to get scolded, that you're going to get unwanted or unsolicited advice or anything of the sort. That is not what this channel is about. I also talk about chronic pain, chronic illnesses, and all of that stuff as well. Also judgment free, and also you won't get any sort of unsolicited or unwanted advice. It's this channel is a safe space for you to come and talk about whatever it is you want. If you're having a crappy day, you can come to my channel and say, hey, I'm having a crappy day, and we can commiserate together. That's what this is about. So that's what it's about. So now on to some fun things. So I have some fabulous, wonderful friends who sent me some fun birthday gifts, and I wanted to share them with you. And so I did get something from Thriss, and then I got something from Tank. And I was shocked because I never expect anything from anybody. So to get something from anybody out there means a lot to me. Cards, postcards, stuff like that. It's like super, it means a lot to me. I keep them. You might think this is weird. I put them in my purse and I carry them with me as kind of like a good luck charm. I have this cream colored Kate Spade purse, and it has like a gazillion pockets in it because I love big purses. I don't know, you guys probably think like, why are you carrying a big bag? But I like big purses. So anyway, whenever I get cards from you guys, if I get postcards, or whatever it is, I keep them. I keep the envelopes that they come in. I keep the stickers that are on them, all that stuff. And I keep them in my purse because I like to keep them close to me. And I think of them as, I don't know, like good luck charms, and I think of them as tokens of appreciation. I think of them as I don't know how to explain it. It just means a lot to me. So that's why I keep them in my purse. I put them in a Ziploc bag and I stick them in one of the side pockets. And every so once in a while, I will take them out of my purse and I'll take them out of the bag and I will open them and I'll reread the messages that you've written inside of the cards. Some of them, I've read them so much that the cards have kind of started to fall apart, but I could read them a million times and they still make me feel wonderful inside. So with that being said, I'm going to show you what I got from Tank and what I got from Thriss. So I got from Tank this, and it was on my wish list on Amazon. So my wish list, so I have I think it's a crochet wish list, and then I have just a regular wish list with just like random stuff on there that I need for things around the house. And then I have my crochet wish list, like yarn, hooks, stitch markers, stuff like that. So anyway, I just put that out there. There is absolutely no obligation for you to purchase anything. I just put it out there for the sake of putting it out there. I usually end up just buying it for myself. But in any case, Tank sent me This was on my wish list, my regular wish list. It is, the brand is Dash, and it is a rapid egg cooker. It is a one-touch one-touch cooking 6 egg capacity egg cooker. So let's see. It says healthy breakfast fast, quick breakfast, save time, and make 6 perfectly cooked eggs in less time than boiling water. Beyond boiled also makes omelets, poached, and soft boiled eggs with the included accessories. Made to measure, includes handy measuring cup for adding precise amounts of water every time. Can't beat this. A recipe guide helps you make excellent meals in a matter of minutes. It has photos where you can make deviled eggs, soft boiled eggs, poached eggs, and omelets. So my family, my boys love hard-boiled eggs. They could probably devour a dozen hard-boiled eggs in a matter of minutes. Remember now, I have a 20-year-old and an 11-year-old plus my husband. So eggs in our house fly out of my refrigerator like nobody's business. I usually have to buy a couple of dozen eggs at a time because they love eggs so much. And they don't do anything special to them. They just boil the eggs, sprinkle a little bit of salt on them, and they get shoveled down and gone. I think my both of my boys will eat somewhere between 2 to 3 eggs in one sitting. The same thing goes with my husband. He will usually eat about 2 to 3 eggs in one sitting, whereas me, I'm lucky if I get one. So this is what it looks like, if you can see. So it makes 6 eggs. And so I'm excited to be able to use this to make some hard-boiled eggs. So I am going to open it really quick to see what it looks like, and we'll see if I can get it back in the box afterwards. But let's see, there's a QR code here, and it says okay, so what it is that it allows you to register, and then what else? You can get rewards by joining their like reward club. So I may scan, because I love apps that save me money. You can ask my husband. I have a ton of apps with like every single restaurant, grocery store, whatever it is, and you will be surprised at how much money I save by doing that. So I love me some coupons. So definitely will be doing that. And recipes, if this has recipes on them, that's an even bigger plus. Okay, so next. Then instructions. And then it also gives you instructions on how to clean. You can see there. And then the instruction manual along with a recipe guide. So let me see. So if you can see here, all the parts. So it's nothing too complicated, which I didn't expect. And that's part of the reason why I put it in my my wish list. It was something that I wanted to be able to just toss in some eggs and make me some hard-boiled eggs. So it looks really simple to use. And then in the book is the recipe guide. And like, so when I was going through cooking school in high school, like the true test of a great chef is to see whether or not you can make scrambled eggs, the perfect scrambled eggs. That is the ultimate test to see if you are a good chef, is the simple things. So anyhow, so there's a recipe for deviled eggs, eggs Benedict. I don't really care for eggs Benedict, mainly because of the hollandaise sauce. And I'm just not a big fan of the hollandaise sauce. My husband and my oldest, they love eggs Benedict. And then there's egg salad. I love egg salad. As long as it doesn't have a bunch of mayonnaise in it. I'm not a big fan of mayonnaise. And then there's tomato and spinach frittata. You kind of get an idea. Lots of simple recipes. All right, so let's take a look at the actual item itself. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic, but you can get an idea. It's really small and compact, which is nice. Even though I do have a lot of cupboard space, smaller is always better when you talk about like appliances. So I look forward to using this. Thank you, Tank. I really appreciate it. This will go to a lot of good use in this family of egg lovers. We even add my boys and my husband both add eggs to their ramen. Do you guys add eggs to your ramen? They add either over easy, sunny side up, or so like really soft scrambled eggs. So there's that. Then Thrift got me a 6-cup rice cooker. I believe it's 6 cups. Yes, 6-cup rice cooker. Now I can stop cooking rice on my stovetop. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because that when we were poor, when my husband and I first got together, that's how I did it. I cooked rice on the stovetop in a pot. So that's what we were doing until we could get a rice cooker. Rice cookers are expensive now. And they have like all of these extra like things on it that is completely unnecessary. I just want a rice cooker that cooks rice. That's it. I don't need it to do anything else. So anyhow, she got me this Aroma brand rice cooker, which is exactly the one that I wanted. I had been eyeing it at Walmart, and she went ahead and got it for me. So it says it's so it cooks 6 cups of rice. In my family, we usually eat between 1 3/4 to 2 cups of rice, depending on what it is that I made for dinner. And so it says 1-touch operation. It's got a glass lid, and then it says it's versatile, great for heating and preparing a variety of soups, oatmeal, pasta, and chili. I'll probably never use it for that. It will only be for rice, and only rice. And then it also has a non-stick surface. All the rice cookers that I have ever owned all have non-stick surfaces, but whether or not they actually worked has yet to be seen. I have never had a rice cooker with a non-stick surface that had it where the non-stick actually worked. The rice always stuck. So okay, so we've got the lid. And the thing that's different about this particular rice cooker, and it won't affect the way the rice cooker works, is if you can see this gasket here, this is where the steam comes out. Normally it's rubber. This one is metal. I don't know why, but I mean, it honestly, it doesn't make any difference. I just noticed that. So so this is the lid. The teeny tiny rice paddle, which in Japanese is called shakushi. just a little education as far as Japanese goes. So this is the rice paddle. It's teeny tiny. I probably won't be using it. I have another one that is like twice the size of this. So this will go into the drawer along with my other rice paddles. But this is too small for us to use. But I will still keep it because backup. All right. So it has, let's see here. This is all like, you know, the warning stuff, like don't touch it when it's hot. Don't put your hand over where the steam is coming out because no one wants a steam burn because that hurts. Trust me, I've had one. All right. So, this is the pot. This is the pot. And there you go. See, it says 3. So I don't know. It says 6 cups, but anyhow, it says it makes 6 cups. It makes 6 cups. Okay. So anyhow, let's see. It's got a coupon here. It says it's a coupon for Mahatma and Carolina rice. So they have teamed up with Aroma to bring you delicious rice recipes that will make you feel like a confident cook. Quality ingredients and simplified cooking unite to add ease to everyday life and create great food experiences. So let's see. It's $1 off any size Mahatma or Carolina rice. And the rice that is on here is not one single kind of rice I will ever use. So it's all long grain rice. It's for basmati rice, jasmine rice. So I don't know. Maybe I'll buy it for the I'll use it for the basmati rice. Anyway, so so let's see. All right. And then my husband and I laughed at this. Okay, so normally with rice cookers, you get a measuring cup. And usually the measuring cup measures like 3 cups. This measuring cup only measures 1 cup. So say I'm going to be cooking 3 cups of rice, okay? I am going to have to scoop out the rice 3 times because this is this is the measuring cup and it only measures out so there's like a line here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see. Can you see it? Probably not. You can kind of see it. But anyway, it says 3/4 of a cup. So if you want to measure 1 cup, you'll have to like get it all the way up to this line. So I'll have to make it, like I'll have to fill this up 3 times to make 3 cups of rice. My husband and I got a kick out of this because I've never seen a measuring cup for rice this small. So, I mean, it is what it is. I will measure it with what I've got. So that's fine. So, gonna put this back, put everything back in here, and then I put the cover back, and then of course I will wash everything before I use it, and then this like this, yep. And then put the rice paddle back in, and then you can see the unit. This is rice cooker, and then you know, you would put this in here, lid goes on top, and then you push the button, obviously you plug it in, and then you let it go. So it's always equal parts rice to water. How I did it on the stove is you you measure out equal parts water to rice. That's how I was taught. And then, sorry, I'm trying to put this back in here as I am talking. And then, you let the rice cooker do its thing, and then, or if you're doing it on the stove, you wait till the water has stopped boiling or is completely boiled off, and then you will then shut the stove off. Because I have an electric stove, I removed the pot from the burner because, as you know, the coil is still hot and will make the rice continue to cook. So I move it to a different burner that has not been on, and then you let it steam for 10 minutes, and then you take the lid off, you take your rice paddle, and you fluff the rice, and then you're done. And you can serve your rice with whatever it is you choose to serve it with. So yeah, that's what I got from Thrift, and I totally appreciate adding that to my kitchen gadgets along with the egg cooker, because both will be used a ton. So anyhow, I know we are at 36 minutes, but I don't know. I talk too much. I'm sorry. And then one thing that I wanted to also quickly talk about is I don't know if anybody has seen my last post on my community tab about a GoFundMe that I have set up for myself, and it's not something that I am proud of putting out there, mainly because I'm embarrassed. I know people say, well, you shouldn't be embarrassed to ask for help, but I am embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, I'm mortified, and all those things. I have issues with my teeth. I've always had issues with my teeth, and it has gotten worse over time. No matter how much I brush my teeth, no matter how much I floss, no matter how often I go to the dentist, no matter how much mouthwash I use, no matter whatever tools there are available to me to use to make sure that my teeth stay the way that they are supposed to, it never fails. There's something that always happens to them that makes me feel highly unattractive. I already have an extremely low self-esteem. I don't like the way I look. And having this teeth problem adds to the problem. The other night I was sitting watching TV and I was snacking on something, and it wasn't something that was hard. It wasn't something that was crunchy or chewy or anything like that. And I was watching television. It was like maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock. And all of a sudden, I'm like, what is in my mouth? And I put my fingers in my mouth and I pull out of my mouth one of my molars. um my previous dentists that I've had have said that because of the age that I grew up in and the materials that were used when I was growing up and getting fillings, silver fillings were used, which were not exactly the greatest materials to be used to fill in cavities. I don't know if this is true or not, but essentially, it like it expands, and so it makes the cracks in the tooth worse. And I used to have braces. My dentist said that didn't help the situation either, because when you have braces, they put these bands around your molars, and there is really no way to get under the bands to get them clean. Now they have those like flossing brushes, but they only can do so much. And I wore braces for over 2.5 years. I wore them through high school. I hated them. They made me feel ugly. I had to wear them my senior year in my senior portraits. And so anyway, I really need I really need implants. The dentists that I've seen have all have asked me if I want to get implants, and while I would love to get implants, it is impossible to afford them. Yes, I know that there are payment plans, but when you're talking about having to put in so many implants, a payment plan isn't something that is easy to do. Because it's not just one or two. It's more than just one or two. Sorry. And so I have thought every which way from Sunday on how to try to remedy this problem without having to ask for help. And without the risk of us sounding absolutely ridiculous and stupid. That's why I created the GoFundMe. I've had a couple of people tell me that, don't you know that there are payment plans, or can't you just put it on a credit card? And part of me wants to retort back saying, well, duh, don't you think I've already thought of that? And so here, this is what I'm resorting to, and it's embarrassing because I already feel self-conscious because I don't like the way I look. I have such a terrible self-esteem problem, and I don't know why I'm crying. I'm sorry. Please don't feel sorry for me. I'm not asking anybody to give money that they don't have. Please, if it comes between the choice of putting food on the table or paying for rent, don't give. I would much rather you just share my link to my GoFundMe, if you are able to. If you aren't, that's okay too. And every penny counts if you're able to donate. I know I'm asking for a lot, but unfortunately, dental implants are not cheap, and not a lot of dental insurance companies pay for them. as part of coverage. Is a cosmetic thing, and so it's kind of like plastic surgery. Unless you absolutely have to have it, they won't necessarily pay for it. We're My husband and I are trying to see whether or not maybe we can, whether our insurance will pay for a portion of it, or not. Um, but I mean, even if I can possibly get a couple of them placed in certain areas of my mouth so that I can eat without any pain, it would mean a lot, because it is difficult to eat without having to shift food around in my mouth because it hurts. And the funny thing is I know a lot of you comment about the fact that, like, I don't smile a lot on my videos, and that you like it when I do smile and all of that stuff. And the reason why I don't smile a lot on my videos is because of this. Because I feel so self-conscious about it that I'm afraid that you're gonna see something that you shouldn't see, because I know that it's there, and that I can see it when I look at myself in the mirror when I brush my teeth in the morning and in the evening before bed. And who wants to look at that? It's horrendous. So anyway, I'm sorry for being emotional. It's really hard when people tell me that I should put it on a charge card, or I should be able to just make financial arrangements with the dental office so that I can do a payment plan. And while I realized that I could do that, a lot of times the dentist office wants so much money up front, and I don't know whether or not we're going to be able to have enough money up front for me to be able to even get one. So anyway, that's what my GoFundMe is that I posted the other day, and I didn't really want to have to explain what it's for on my community tab, because it's embarrassing. But after getting so many comments from people saying, or telling me that, don't you know that there's like a way for you to like make financial arrangements with the dentist's office to make payments, or to put it on a charge card, or don't you have money saved up, and all of this nonsense, that I felt like maybe I should just say something and just be upfront about it. And I don't know why I'm crying. I'm fed up with people being ridiculously stupid about this. And I hate having to explain myself about all of this crap, because that's what it is. It's just crap. So anyway, okay, I'm going to stop, because I don't want you to feel sorry for me. And I don't want anybody to feel obligated to give me anything, because I don't want anybody to feel guilted into sorry, my light went out on my ring light. Fantastic. So anyway, I don't want anybody to feel obligated because of any of this. Please, 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 only give if you can. I would much rather you share the link if you are able to. If you can't, you can't. And if you can't give, please don't. I don't want to put anybody out. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. I think the tears are coming because I'm frustrated and I'm angry. So, anyway, I am hoping that I can reach part of my goal so that I can, possibly get started on this process and be able to smile a little bit more for you guys and not feel so self-conscious and build my self-esteem back up. And then work on the road back to being a better me, and feel better about the way I look at myself in the mirror. So with that being said, deep breath. Thank you everybody for listening to me. I apologize for the tears. I'm extremely sorry. That is not what I meant to come out. It just kind of came out. I love you guys to death. You guys are awesome. Thank you also so much for being so generous to Cassie. She's an amazing person and deserves all the help as well. And then thank you to Thris and to Tank for my birthday gifts. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And thank you to those who have stuck with me so far. And thank you for those of you who are still with me at the end of this long video. I love you guys to death, and I will see you in the next video. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I may head over to Hobby Lobby and see what it looks like on the inside. And no, don't worry, I don't think I'll be disappointed. I'm just excited to see what Hobby Lobby looks like on the inside. So until then, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.